Hi, my name is Alan from LV Property. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the property lobangs around the Cross Island Line. This after Gerard Lee has asked if I can do a video on it. It sounds pretty interesting, and why not? The CRL is our 8th MRT line and our longest fully underground line. When fully completed, it will serve existing and future developments in the eastern, western, and northeastern corridors, linking major hubs such as Jurong Lake District, Punggol Digital District, and Changi region. The projected daily ridership of the entire CRL is more than 600,000 in the initial years, increasing to over 1 million in the longer term. Without further ado, sit tight, take out your Simply Go card, and dish away your EasyLink and take the train ride with me. On the 25th January 2019, the Land Transport Authority or LTA announced the alignment and station location for Phase 1 of the Cross Island Line or CRL. LTA will construct the CRL in 3 phases. For this video, I will only cover Phase 1 and I will split it into 3 parts. Phase 2 and Phase 3 will be covered in another video. Do you know why? Very xiong leh. I need to cover from east to west just because of you. Phase 1 of the CRL or CRL1. This line is 29 km long and comprises child station from Aviation Park to Bright Hill. This will serve residential and industrial areas such as Loang, Tampines, Pasir Ris, Defu, Loang, Serangoon North, and Ang Mo Kio. More than 100,000 households will benefit from CRL1, and common recreation space such as Changi Beach Park and Bishan Ang Mo Kio Park will also become more accessible by public transport. Construction for CRL1 is expected to commence in 2020 and be completed by 2029. So how will it benefit commuters? With the improved connectivity, CRL1 will shorten travel time for commuters between the central, northeastern, and eastern part of Singapore. For example, a commuter staying in Serangoon North and working at Loang Industrial Estate will enjoy travel time saving of up to 70%, from 75 minutes by bus today to 25 minutes on the CRL1. A lot of us only know how to enjoy the aircon train ride. Here, have we forgotten to give credit to the men and women behind LTA, SLA, and the rest of the government agency that are involved? Not forgetting our foreign brothers who are working under the hot sun and in dangerous conditions. Here, let's jump straight into the property lobangs with the first station in the east. First stop, Aviation Park. I know many of you here have no idea where is this place. This station is located at the end of Changi Coast Road, leading to Aviation Road. It's near Changi Ferry Terminal. This means our army boys can report for basic military training in Pulau Tekong by MRT. Steady leh, LTA built MRT station for our NS boy. Not really. This station is near the 26 hectares Airport Logistic Park of Singapore, commonly known as ALPS. This is Singapore's first logistic park with free trade zone status when it officially opened in 2003. This means your goods will not be subjected to tax as long as they stay within the park itself. I recall I used to work as a fire safety manager for one of the industrial buildings many years ago. So don't say I don't know this place. Any property lobangs here? Unfortunately not. This station will mainly benefit those going to Alps for work, beach goers to Changi Beach, and our NS boys. This is interesting. This station is Loang Station and it is along Loyang Avenue. This road leads to Changi Village from Pasir Ris Town. This station is mainly surrounded by JTC industrial factories. Sorry, no Strata Title factory for you to play with. But you can always go to the popular Loyang Topekong Temple to pray. Do you know there is also a Hindu temple next to it which is known as Loyang Sri Mahagal Perti Sanchi? I always find it heartwarming when different religion groups can coexist in harmony. I think this is what makes Singapore special. Back to property, there is only one private property at the nearby Loyang Valley. This is a 360 units, 99 years leasehold condo from 1982. It TOP in 1985. This means it's 42 years old with a balanced lease of 57 years. This condo has a resort feel and it appeals to those who cherish space and quietness. The units are spacious and with a lot of greens around the neighborhood. This is the most recent transaction. A typical 3-bedroom that measures 1,009 square feet will set you back by 1.7 million, whereas a 1,485 square feet 2-bedroom is already fetching 1.4 million. As most of you will know, Loang Valley has attempted en bloc before. Some will say it's no-brainer to buy an en bloc property and wait till it en bloc. Is that really true? Here, let me share with you my investment foresight. If you want to buy an en bloc property, you must study it very carefully. Not all can en bloc. Also, are you paying an en bloc premium just to buy the property? I did en bloc back in 2007 to 2008. I know it too well. En bloc is both an art and a science. It's not so straightforward. An art means you have to smell it and understand the factors that will determine its success or its failure. It requires an eye for details to see beyond what is laid out on the table. This is called experience. It is also a science, as all en bloc boils down to numbers. What better way to run through a financial calculation to determine its probability? You'll be surprised if it makes sense after running through the numbers. By the way, for those that are exploring en bloc property to buy, I can help you to do a feasibility study to see if it is worthwhile buying. However, as usual, there is no free lunch. There is a fees to it, as it requires a lot of time and effort to study that property. If you are keen to know more, you can always PM me. Next stop, Pasir Ris East Station. This is located along the intersection of Pasir Ris Drive 1 and Pasir Ris Street 12. It's surrounded by mainly HDB flats. Obviously, all the HDB flats within a 5 to 7 minutes radius will white. This will also spill over to the landed owners staying in Loang Estate, to a certain degree extending to private property owners in Flora Drive and Vicinity. Tampines North is going to be interesting. This is mainly a greenfield site next to mainly BTO flats and Ternet EC that is already fully sold. There is going to be another EC site that was awarded to civilian, but that site is going to be launched only in early 2025. However, for those who are keen in the mixed development, there is going to be one exciting new development by CapitaLand, Singland and UOL that secure this mixed development for 1.2 billion. This site comprises a commercial component and integrate it with a bus interchange, community club and hawker center. The land itself can build up to 1190 housing units. For those who are keen, you can always let me know. This project, like all other mixed development, will be closely watched. Next, Defu station is located along Tampines Road towards the KPE and Hougang town, depending on the direction you are going. It's near the Hougang BTO flats and some condos such as Park Vista. It's also near the resale HDB flats that some say is the birthplace of democracy in Singapore. Thank you to the retired Mr. Lau Kiang for your service to Hougang and the rest of Singapore. You have paved the way for a brighter Singapore. Any Lobang to the south? Sorry, all these are state land owned by JTC. All these older factories will be redeveloped and relocated into 3 phases. Those in the food trade will be relocated to Bedok Food City and Bedok North Avenue 4. The rest will be relocated to the new Defu Industrial City, which is located at the former Kim Chuan Water Reclamation Plant. This is a massive factory built and managed by JTC. I think we have to give credit to JTC for building high-tech, practical design and affordable space for SMEs. The last station that I will cover for this part of the video is Hougang Station. This is located next to the Hougang Station along the Northeast Line. This station will also become an interchange. So who will benefit? As usual, the HDB flats around this area, plus the landed owners who are nearby. Out of curiosity, let me look into their prices. Based on the last transaction in 2023, an inter-terrace was sold for 3.3 billion or 1748 PSF, sitting on 1,900 square feet of land. These are pretty decent prices in my opinion. If you look at some of the past transactions, land prices have outperformed very strongly over the years. That is why I'm still bullish on this segment. Anyway, there are some empty pieces of land surrounding the station. They are mainly state land, and I wouldn't be surprised that there will be future development in the near future. Here, there will always be private owners who speculate if URA will increase your plot ratio since it is near an interchange. Let me share this with you. If your land is state land, they can even increase to 4.0 after Paya Lebar Air Base is relocated. But if you are sitting on privately owned land, you can slowly wait. The authority wouldn't let you make a windfall from government policies. Then, what about HDB owners? Don't even think about SIRS. HDB has plenty of land at its disposal. They even have verse to recycle land in the near future. They don't even need to acquire your flat at this point. Anyway, land is part of our reserve. All physical assets like land and building are part of our reserve as stated in the 5th schedule under the Constitution. Some even argue to review the size of our reserve. Come on! Sure or not? As stated on MOF website, our reserve are the key defense for Singapore in time of crisis. Just as our defense force do not reveal the full extent of our weaponry and military capability, it's not in our national interest to publish the full size of our reserve. This is the same if you ask me how much saving I have. I confirm wouldn't tell you one unless you are my close friend. It's the same if your wife asks you if you got lobang outside or not. You confirm say don't have. Brother, this one I also need to teach you meh? Aiyo, 有冇搞錯啊? That's all. I will continue the remaining stations of phase 1 in the next video. I hope you have benefited from my video. As usual, please help me smash the like and subscribe button if you have not done so. If you have any plans to sell or rent out your property, please remember, don't forget to share your lobang with me. That's all. Thank you and see you again.